So sometimes if we have a problem, a really big problem that's causing us a lot of frustration and creating a block in our practice, the best thing we can do is set that problem aside and work on something else. I see this often with my students, especially the beginners. Sometimes the first pieces that we work on, the first songs we learn to play, they find them really difficult because they've started them as beginners and they don't feel like they're ever good at playing these songs, and they get a bit stressed, they get frustrated with these, and so there comes a point where sometimes we say, okay, let's put that aside. We haven't mastered it, but we're going to put it aside and we're going to start something new. And so they are able to start this new thing with kind of a fresh energy, and they don't have that feeling of frustration that they had when they were working on this problem exercise or the problem song. And then maybe a few weeks later we say, let's pick up that old piece again and see how it's going. And so they're often surprised to find that they can play it better than they expected, because they've learned something in the time between setting it aside. They've worked on some new skills in the other pieces that we've been working on, but also their energy is not so tied up in the idea that this is their problem piece, this is the problem child that they have to deal with. And so if you have a problem in your practice at the moment that feels really big and it's making you frustrated and it's causing kind of like a block, either a physical block or a psychological block in doing your practice, then I would suggest just setting that aside. You know how long you can set it aside for. Maybe you have to work on something for an audition or a group that you play with, so you can't set it aside forever. But you can still set it aside for a day or 2 days, and then come back to it with a fresh perspective, with fresh energy. Work on something totally different in the meantime to reset yourself and give you a different perspective. Let your brain go into some other kind of mode, and then re-tackle this problem with that new perspective, with that different viewpoint that you've activated by working on something else. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So we're going to take a few minutes to prepare for practice, to relax the body and the mind. You can take out your instrument, have any music, books, pencils ready. Then you can sit or stand with your instrument or without. And we're going to start with a soft focus in the eyes. Bring your awareness to the space you're in. Notice any sounds in the room, any smells. And then with the next exhale, closing the eyes. And we bring our awareness in to our bodies, feeling the weight of the body on the chair, or feeling the feet connected with the floor, maybe feeling the instrument in your hands, its texture under your fingers, and then bringing the awareness further in still to the breath and to the place where you feel it. Maybe the nose, the throat, the chest, the diaphragm, feeling the rise of each inhale and the release of each exhale. And as you notice the breath, on each exhale, letting every muscle in your body release just a little bit more. Each exhale brings more relaxation to the body and more stillness to the mind. And if thoughts arise, just let them do what it is they want to do. Maybe they float by, maybe they stay. Just bringing your awareness back to the breath, back to each inhale and to the release of the exhale. Every breath, relaxing the muscles in the body just a tiny bit more. And then bringing the awareness back out to the body, to the weight of the body in the chair, the feeling of your feet connected to the floor, the feeling of your instrument under your fingers. Then bringing the attention further out into the space, noticing any sounds in the room, however small they might be. And then gently blinking the eyes open, ready to start practice for the day.